Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and this is the second part, meaning the last part of season 2's reunion special for Ready to Love. So, y'all, it started where it left off, and they showed more, unless I ignored it last time because I was just so through with Mario doing what he did to Tandy. But it just went on and was talking about how, she explained how she felt about the situation, and it's just true. You basically gonna lose them the way you got them. Exactly. I said what I said. And it ain't looking too good for them, whether they want to believe it or not. Like, I cannot. Like, I can't. Anyway, so he really is sitting up here like he's won a prize. And I'm just like, what? Like, you literally, it hadn't even been 2 full weeks from what I'm understanding, and this is what you pull. Like, your personality is not showing through in a positive way just based off of this alone. Like, you're doing the absolute least. I can't. Anyway, I just can't. So, they end up rehashing Reva and Kerry's foolishness from when they were on the show, and Kerry is still lying and talking about, well, when I did what I did, that was a litmus test. He's still sticking with that lie. I do not believe that you sent that message out for that to be a litmus test. Because if somebody wants you in that way, they will give you a nickname that nobody else is giving you, or they will just eventually call you by your real name. You can't force nobody to do that. Like I can't. Like, I cannot do it, y'all. I cannot. Like, he really, like, everybody, every time he kept saying, well, yeah, it was a litmus test. Even when they played it back and he said it was a litmus test, everybody was looking like, you a lie. Then when he said it again, I guess Nephew Tommy thought maybe he was going to be like, well, no, let me fess up. I really was, hoping that she was going to go down that road with me. You know good well, if Reva had been down with what she was talking about, you would have been right there. You would have been right there. So don't even try. I'm sorry. I know you lying, Kerry. I don't understand the point of you really trying to hold on to this lie of this was a litmus test. Ain't nobody buying it. So anyway, y'all, they ended up showing... They ended up showing that guy, John. Y'all know John. John was the one who was wearing the suits all the time. He looked like a whole deacon. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. But he just literally looks like a deacon. Like, from head to toe. Whether he got a suit on or not, he just looks like a deacon. Like a crooked deacon. He just does. And he was the one that they kept alluding to in the commercials, where they were like, you mean to tell me you knew this woman the whole time? See, they tricked us, and I already knew. I knew they was tricking us, but that's all right. So the way that they were tricking us when they kept putting this out there, he was already talking to this woman before he came on the show. He gonna try to tell us that he had 5 other doors open. 5 other doors outside of the main person he was talking to, with women standing in the doors. And I'm just like, you are like, you gotta be making, I'm sorry, I cannot, I know, y'all, I can't help it. He really had us die. Like, the people on the show was dying. I'm dying just thinking about it playing again. Like, really, sir, you really want us to believe that you had a main woman that you was talking to? I can't even talk. He choking me. I'm not cutting this just like I didn't cut when I started. I'm not cutting. Y'all understand? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me stop. Okay, let me be serious. Let me be serious. Y'all, I'm tired. But he really wants us to believe that he had this main woman that he was talking to and 5 other random women. And then he came on this show like he was ready to love. Sir, Get out of here. Y'all, this man got married to whoever the main woman was he was talking to before he ever came on the show. He just married this person 4 weeks ago. Like, everybody is tired. It's like, I don't know why you came on this show. And wasn't nobody checking for you on this show. And I can't. Like, I was just tired. So the woman's name is Cordy. He said her name is Cordy. Unless he just don't know how to speak or say her name the way he's supposed to. He said her name is Cordy. I was like, stop. Y'all, I can't. I gotta go to the next person before I choke up again. But anyway. Oh, Lord. I ain't got no water right here with me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for choking, but I just could not. Oh, Lord. Okay, so anyway. Y'all, then they ended up going over Alexis, Brent, Divine, and London again. Of course, they had to replay all the stuff we'd already seen over and over again when they were on the rooftop, how that situation went. And as far as that went, that was when Alexis and London went back and forth, and how she basically was like, the door is closed, I ain't here for you. And that's basically when London had to scramble and pry London up off the back burner and be like, ooh, I gotta have Divine. He gotta, did I say pry London? Anyway, London had to pry Divine off the back burner because he left her back there so long that she started to stick to the eye. But anyway, that's what he had to do, so he could have some kind of chance of having somebody before the end of this show. So they ended up again rehashing everything when Alexis said that she locked her keys in the car and London was there and he paid for the tow and he kissed her and all this other stuff. So apparently this is what happened, y'all. Apparently, when she said what she said that she was actually going to be on her way to go and see Brent when that went down. So what happened was, when she was going to go see Brent was at the house. Darren and Ashima were at the house. They were waiting on her to get there. So when she gets there, as soon as she come in the house, Ashima said as soon as this woman came in the house, she let him know what went down, like verbatim. Everything she's been telling us, everything she told Divine at the wine bar, her saying it again during this segment, everything has been what it was. So everybody looking at London like, excuse me, we don't understand why you want us to believe that she lying when she came in straight from the gate. Like, look, this is what happened, down to the kiss. Now, she even admitted that, you know, how awkward and out of place she felt even having to tell this person who already was having doubts about whether or not she wanted to be with him and if he was second best and all that, that just happened. Like, it's like, really, in all seriousness, that's another slap in the face. So it's like, really? You gonna add insult to injury? Oh, okay. But she said that that's what she did. She went in there and that's what she did. So London is still adamant, talking about some, no, I didn't do that. We never kissed. We never did anything. He's literally trying to make it seem like it's like to the point where he's just trying to make it seem like he wasn't even there. And it's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, sir? You were there. Like, it's obvious that he's saying that he didn't do any of these things to save face, because Divine already has had several moments where she has lost faith in the little bit of, you know, connection that she thought she was having with London. And so he's trying to make sure he can hold on to the little bit that's left. And it's just like, y'all dating. Like, just tell her what it was. Like, I feel like you're making it worse as you let more time go by. So just tell her the truth. Like, it is very apparent that this is what has gone on, but you just want to keep on saying, no, I didn't do this. And then he wanted to challenge her, and she looking at him like, you want me to tell, you know, come up with more, you know, tell the people more. He like, yeah, come with it. And I'm just like, you ain't gonna do nothing but dig your own grave, apparently, sir. Like, I don't understand. Like, y'all, I don't understand what is going on. I don't know why he doing this. But he's been lying to Divine. I feel like I could be wrong, but I'm sorry. It just seems like everything on Alexis's end is adding up and everything on his end is not. And it's like, why are you lying? Like, you want to build y'all's so-called relationship on lies, off rip. Like, really, this is what you want to do? And like, he is so fixated on wanting to be able to say, I am cut from this cloth. I am viewed as this person. I come from this family. You are going to ruin my reputation by saying these things. And it's like, but why don't you answer the question, like, truthfully? When he does answer questions, you can just tell he's just lying. And like, he does that, y'all. I told y'all, people like him that do that, let me smirk and laugh when serious situations are going on, that's what he does. And I'm like, you lying. You are lying. I can't. That's what he was doing. When all this was going on, he was doing that little smirk. Like, that's the kind of stuff that made me want to slap somebody. He's like, don't do that. A serious situation is happening and you want to smirk. Like, anyway, so then at one point in time, Tommy asked Brent what did he think about the situation as far as hearing about them kissing, and he was just like, of course I feel some type of way, but we got past it, all this other stuff. Y'all, I just can't. But so they ended up going to commercial, right? And so Divine went over and was talking to Alexis, and she was like, I appreciate how two women can come together and respect one another. Meanwhile, before they went to break, one of the other castmates, the woman who's like the lawyer or something, she asked, was Brent and Alexis actually together? Because she was like, nobody ever specified whether or not they were actually together. And so Alexis was like, yeah, we're together, we're fine. And so she was like, Brent, are y'all together? I was like, oh my gosh, it was bad. Alexis like turned all the way around. It was like, who want to know who asking this question? And so the woman was like, I want to know. Because nobody, specified what was really going on. Because nephew Tommy has been asking everybody else, like, where are they really at? And what's really going on? And I don't feel like he really got a chance to get there because a lot of other stuff was going on, because all four of them were the topic of conversation within this segment, so they didn't really get a chance to get down to that. But yeah, so they actually asked Brent, and Brent was like, we're dating. And so she was like, yeah, so y'all ain't together. I was like, oh my gosh, y'all. Alexis whispered to Brent and was like, we gonna have to talk later. He looking like a child who has done wrong and know he gonna get a whooping when he get home. He was just looking like, he really was just looking like, I don't know what's going on, y'all. And then, y'all, let me know if y'all caught this. They showed when Divine and Brent kissed, right? When that part happened, for some reason they zoomed in on him, and he looked like he was disgusted and shocked all in one. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm thinking that him as a man, he was gonna be like, yeah, or he was gonna try to be like, all right, I'm on TV. I don't know if they're gonna pan in on me when this part happened. So let me just have a straight face. He did this like disgusted, shocked look. And I was just like, why are you looking like that? See, and then when he did that, I'm like, man, now you put thoughts in my head. Because there are a few people out there who think this man is gay. So I don't know. They making it seem like he really out here looking for a beard and not a woman to, really be out here in love like that and be in a heterosexual relationship. And I'm like, I don't really care what his preference is. Like, I would have wanted him to just be open and honest if that's the case. But when he did that, it crossed my mind. Like, it was the first time that crossed my mind when he looked like that. I'm like, why would you look like that? Y'all looked like y'all were very into the kiss when it was happening. But when he looked back at the playback, he was just looking like, I was like, oh my gosh, why he look like that? But anyway, y'all, I can't. And then, like, when they went to break, they kept panning over to him, and then they panned over to Alexis and Divine. So then Kimber randomly asked him, was he okay? And he was like, nah, but I will be. And I was just like, why are you so mad? Like, it's like he was mad that the woman asked the question about whether or not they really are together. And I was just like, Lord, y'all doing the most. So anyway, after it was all said and done, he was like, all I know is the issue ain't me. And I was just like, what is going on? What did I miss? Y'all, anyway, so they ended up having a little segment on Aisha and the thirst and the aggressiveness, or whatever they want to call it, because there were several men who felt like she was aggressive. And then a lot of the ladies came to her defense, and they were like, no, she's not aggressive, because if y'all want to make that argument, all the ladies here have been aggressive. And so Brent, I feel like he just wanted to say this in a way to not offend anybody. He was like, well, I never, felt like you were aggressive. I felt like you were doing what you needed to do in order to be noticed and seen and show that you were interested. Which, in a sense, I do feel like she did do that. But then she had moments where I was like, is the thirst real? Like, what is happening? Like, she really was doing the most. Like, you cannot sit up here and deny that. She really was doing the most. Like, you did not have to plop down on people. Your body was everything, especially during that barbecue. Like, girl, you was doing the most. You was hopping from man to man. You didn't hop from all the men, from one man to another as far as all of them, but one minute you was in Mario's lap, the next minute you was in Brent's face, and you made it seem like you was here for Brent, and then it's like, when he wasn't giving you what you wanted, you went over to Mario, and Mario and Tiny was having a thing, and then they ended up having a whole argument, and some more, like 3 or 4, 5 of them within the same day at the barbecue. I'm just like, all right, now it's too much going on. But anyway, so it's like, I get both sides, but she did come off like thirsty in a sense. And, I just hate that. But, yeah. Some things did go on for her after the show. After she got eliminated, she called Michael. Now, if I don't know if y'all remember Michael. Michael was that dark-skinned black guy who was bald, who barely spoke. And when he did, he would say stuff that was off the wall and somewhat inappropriate or whatever. And I was just looking at him like... Anyway, apparently he got eliminated like before her. And so basically after she got eliminated, she called him. And so he was like, well, I got a phone call. And I saw her name pop up. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, he felt like God was sending him a blessing when she called. Y'all, they are dating now, seriously dating. They are around one another's children. They hang out all the time. They are, together. He has professed his love for her, literally saying, I love this woman, and all this other stuff. I think Aisha was one of the ones who had a grown child, even though she looks really good for whatever her age is. But yeah, I think if she has I think she's the one who has multiple children too, but her oldest is like 20 something, I think. I think that might be the only child who hasn't met him. But anyway, I could have that wrong because there was a few of them that I had like a couple of kids, and I was shocked because they looked so young. But yeah, but they met each other's children with the exception of one of her sons, which is the oldest one, and they seem to be doing well. Oh Lord, y'all. He said that they literally have only had one big fight, and that was because she didn't come over one weekend. So I'm like, okay, what's going on with that situation? And why couldn't you have gone to her that weekend? Like, it seems like when the meetings happened, you have had to meet up with her, meaning she's had to come to you. That's what it's coming off like. So what happened and what's going on as to why you can't come to her? And like, he was really, really angry that they couldn't meet that day. And I was like, okay. But outside of that, I guess they meet up every weekend. They spend every waking moment together when they are together like that. And I'm just like, okay, all right. Anyway, so nothing really happened within this last episode, to be honest. They ended up doing a recap, just trying to see where everybody really stands. And Darren and Ashima were like, we're good and we're gonna be in a great place. That's what we see for our future. They talked to London and Divine, and he gave a kind of shady response because he was talking about how he wasn't gonna let negative outside interactions and influences mess up what he got going on and all that. I'm like, okay, you trying to throw digs at Alexis, but okay. I really feel like you're lying. Like, Divine, if you watch this, go ahead and get him to do a lie detector test. He done bought a house, y'all. He's bought a house. So, since he can afford a house, he should be able to afford like a $3,000, $4,000 lie detector test, or however much they cost a good one to get that one good black man to be on the mortgage to do the lie detector test for him. because I just really feel like he lied for no reason. It's like, you could have just told the truth. Anyway, and you could tell the look. I don't know if Divine was there or not. Like, Divine, Tommy had to ask her, you know, what are her thoughts on it. And so she was like, oh yeah, I see us. I love the house. And I was just like, girl, like her look, the look on her face when he was just asking, like, where does he see them and all that other stuff. He was looking all confident. She was just looking like very blank face. She wasn't looking, you know, normally she's like on top pounce mode, and that wasn't the situation in that moment. And I'm like, is she having a realization again? Like some sort of an epiphany? I hope so, because I ain't here for it. Brent and Alexis. So Alexis said that they are living in the moment and all the other good stuff. And Brent is still kind of looking like a child who's done wrong in public, and he's going to be getting a spanking when he gets home. They went to Mario and Reva. Mario started to just get under my skin. Even before we found out what was going on with him and Tondi, and he was talking about, but let me say this. Like, y'all, I'm used to country. And, you know, I'm used to country slang. I'm used to people from the country. I am from the country. But he just, let me just say this and all that. I'm just like, just answer the question. Ain't nobody ask you for all this. Anyway, y'all, he was just like, oh, well, like I said before, I knew she had walls up, but after she let the walls come down, I was able to finally see the real her. And oh, I was just so amazed by what I saw. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I am so confused. I don't understand. But anyway, then he proceeded to say that he has deep feelings for Reva. And Tanya was like, yep, sounds familiar. He literally did say that about her too. So I'm like, whatever. Then Tommy asked her what does she see for her future and all this other stuff, you know, what's up next for her. And she basically was like, you know, a real man gonna come along and they gonna accept her for her, and, you know, the thing she's supposed to say. You know, that's just what it is. That's the way it needs to be in any relationship. Somebody needs to accept you for you and, you know, actually stand on that and do what they say. Don't sit up there and sell people all these lies and dreams, and you end up throwing it away for a rock. Throwing a diamond away for a rock. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it, because it's just dumb. I can't. So he ended up talking to Michael and Aisha, and, you know, she actually took it upon herself to say that Michael is one of the black men that she honestly knows does not cheat. And I was just like, girl, I'm tired. I can't. Just, girl, stop. Then Jimmy, you know, keeps talking about Kimber's cute. And I just roll my eye. I cannot with Jimmy. Jimmy just irks my soul. I can't do it. The other people were there. I don't know why. I just don't even know why they were there. They ain't really get no screen time. Chica was there. Thank goodness he didn't get a chance to say nothing this time. He was just there ugly, taking up space, being dusty and ashy. I just can't. Anyway, it's over with. That's all that happened, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all, I'm really sorry about earlier. I am not taking that out. That thing had me choking and about to die. Like, I cannot. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Thank you for everybody who has watched. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to upload this video that I made shortly before I made this video in reference to a castmate or two from the first season, because of some things that have been put out there by somebody else who actually monetizes from videos. Anyway, y'all have a good one, and I will see y'all later. Bye.